What's up? Dennis here, Analog Archives. Alright, today we will be doing the cassette tag of 2023. Low noise, Jason Skills came up with these questions. Really good questions. I like it. I don't know how many years this has been going on. I might have done it last year. I don't recall, honestly. But if you guys watch my videos, you know I'm a big cassette guy. So anything cassettes, I'm probably going to do it. And this is no different. Just awesome. I love cassettes, so anything I buy is usually cassette first. If it's available, I will buy it on tape first, which is weird, I know, especially like a lot of people are like vinyl only or CD and then cassette because of the quality, but I think the quality is fucking amazing. I like the quality of cassettes. Never had a problem with them. I mean, yeah, if they get old, they get fucking warped and shit, but I mean, that's with everything too. You can get a scratch on a record or CD, so and it is what it is, so I don't mind it, and it doesn't take up that much space, and I like the way it looks in my surroundings. So it's something I grew up with, and you know, I love demos and stuff like that, tape trading, so it's always been part of kind of my culture of growing up with all this shit. So anyways, let's get started. Check out his page too. I'll put a link to it. Check out all the videos, all these cassette tags. They're fucking amazing. Get to see everybody's cool cassettes. A tape from 2022. Okay, first question. I have Pyrexia, Sermon of Mockery. Tape actually came out in 2021, but I bought it in 2022, so I'm counting it because I don't have a lot of stuff that came out in 2022. Kind of a cool sticker on there. Century Media. If you guys don't know, Pyrexia originally released on Drown Productions, 93, from New York. Heavy shit, just heavy death metal in the vein of Suffocation and Rotrevor type of stuff. Just heavy New York death metal. Just essential fucking listening. If you haven't heard this, check it out if you like that kind of stuff, and who doesn't, right? Fuck, man. Alright, up next, punk or new wave tape. I picked out a few. Like I was thinking, I couldn't just pick out one tape for some of these, or I just wanted to show more. So bear with me on some of these, because I just like to pick out more to show. I wasn't just happy with the one. But I'll try to make it quick. Vandals, Peace Through Vandalism, 1982, I believe this came out. I think these guys were around the LA area. I'm not sure where. Just fucking in your face, straight up fucking punk, man. This is how punk should be played. So Vandals, all these are just straight up. Black Flag, Damaged, don't really need to talk about this, just essential. Lucky to get these OG presses too. Born to Skate, Volume 5. If you've heard these Thrasher tapes, they just always had the best like punk SNFUs on here, Dehumanizers, No Mercy, Excel, those kind of bands. Mainly skate bands, but they weren't always skate bands, they were just mainly punk bands. Arts, slight crossover bands, but Born to Skate, this is Volume 5. Hell yeah. Check those out if you haven't. Awesome stuff. Alright, next question. A metal or hard rock tape? Well, this is a classic, man. Black Sabbath, Master of Reality, and this is an OG Vertigo press. This does have the paper labels, and I believe this was a Swedish press. I actually got this from a guy that was stationed there. I don't know what part of the military he was in or when he was over there. Obviously a long time ago, he was an older guy. And he was just like, yeah, he just sold me all these tapes. He had like, you know, some Jimi Hendrix, all this other shit too. And he kind of told me the story about buying this in Germany at the time. So kind of a cool story to go along with this tape. Even has this cool label he made for it for the top of the cassettes when you're looking at them. Super stoked to have an OG Master of Reality though, like that, the Vertigo press. I believe I have like the US version as well, but you can't beat that OG Vertigo. Alright, next question. A tape still sealed. I know you guys are gonna hate me for this, but I have a few. And the reason I have a lot of these sealed is because I have other versions of them. I have either the vinyl or CD or another cassette. So speak of this one, I do all of these I have on cassette too, like another version of it. This is Autopsy Severed Survival. This also has Retribution for the Dead on it, which is cool. So yeah, man. And this is the re-release cover when the first one got supposedly banned, I guess. But yeah, classic, man. So good. Up next, well, wait, still on the same question, but Type O Negative, Bloody Kisses, another sealed OG. I found a guy that had these. I have, I think, two other ones sealed and another one that's out of the packaging. I just bought them all from him. So that one, and I have Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind, still sealed. This was probably a later release, probably from the 90s or something. Mid-90s, I think this was released, but still technically an OG, right? It's not the first press, but it's cool to have a Maiden. Obviously, I have that unsealed on cassette, so, and vinyl, CD, all of those. I don't have the Type O on vinyl, just clarification. Most experimental tape. I have a lot of experimental tapes, I guess, as far as like different kinds of music with different, I don't know, what do you consider experimental, right? If somebody tries something different in any kind of genre, it's experimental, so it's kind of hard to go by. I picked this gentleman, Tomita, and this is Snowflakes Are Dancing. This, if you don't know Tomita, Japanese composer, does a lot of synths, a lot of stuff with computers, Moog, just stuff, and he puts all these compositions together to create these kind of landscapes that are fucking amazing. He's done quite a bit of stuff, but just if you see any Tomita and you're into even any kind of electronic or synthesizer music, I would definitely recommend checking him out. Just really killer landscapes and just awesome fucking synths on this stuff. Just crazy shit. Not crazy, but just really cool what he can do with that, especially during the time. I believe that came out in '74, so we are going back a little bit on that one. A tape from the 80s. I picked these out because I thought they were cool. I do have a bunch of tapes from the 80s, obviously. Pretty much any like metal, like a lot of metal and, you know, thrash and all that shit came out in the 80s. But I went for something more 80s. I went for these K-Tel cassettes. This one's Let's Beat It. It's got like Michael Jackson on it. All sorts of, like, if you just want to hear some like 80s like new wave, this has Billy Joel, The Police, Men at Work, and K-Tel. But I mean, there's like 20 songs on these. This one's The Beat. Again, I think this one's more new wave. You got Go-Go's on here, Duran Duran, Split Ends, Depeche Mode, Flock of Seagulls. So The Beat was more of a new wave, where this is more of a, you know, radio friendly type stuff. And then another one, this one's Hot Tracks. I have a bunch of these. I have a bunch on vinyl too. I love all the K-Tel stuff. Just grew up with K-Tel, and they were always just basically compilation tapes or vinyl. They'd have commercials on TV for them, and just awesome shit, man. Love K-Tel. All right, up next, a hip hop or R&B tape. I don't know if I have any R&B tapes. I probably do, but I picked, obviously, I'm a rap guy, so I picked out some rap stuff. Picked out Dr. Doom, Cool Keith from Ultramagnetic MCs. This is almost like a horrorcore thing from '99. Really good beats. I love this shit. Yeah, man. Dr. Doom with 3 O's. Check that one out. Shit. What else? He did Dr. Octagon as well. Blood and Crips. This is when the Bloods and the Crips got together to make a rap album. This is obviously LA based. But yeah, really good gangster rap. If you haven't heard that, Bloods and Crips. I think that's from. I didn't look at the dates on these. It's in the 90s, I would say, mid 90s. And then some hip hop. I have Three Melancholy Gypsies. If you don't know Three Melancholy Gypsies, it's like Murs and some Bay Area stuff. Eli's on here. And this is a kind of a rare hip hop cassette. Usually goes for like $150 or something like that, which is cool. Not like I'm gonna sell any of these, but just rare shit, honestly. Cool to have, especially like, and that's underground hip hop, which a lot of people don't know about. Underground hip hop was mainly a 90s thing. There is still some underground hip hop now, but it's way different. It's just I don't know how to explain it, but it was more of a movement back in the 90s, mid 90s, early 90s, even into the mid 2000s, early 2000s, somewhere around there. That's when hip hop really was a big deal, as far as, because it was more like, we're not going to do gangster rap, so they went more back to their roots, and just a lot more lyrical content, and just cool beats and stuff. But yeah, anyways, let's keep it moving. All right, tape you have on CD or vinyl as well. I picked out Voivod, Dimension Hatros. All these are OG Press, just in case you're wondering. But yeah, this one's on Noise, and I have this on vinyl, and I wanted to pull this out because I do have the OG long box for it as well, so I thought that would be cool to show. Kind of beat up a little bit from when I opened it, but not too bad. I kept it in pretty good shape, I guess, considering. But yeah, I didn't bring out the vinyl, but yeah, great fucking record. Probably might be, I don't know, my taste in Voivod changes from year to year. It was my favorite at some point, but I really like Killing Technology as well. I like the early stuff. I even like, I mean, everybody likes Voivod. Your most expensive or valuable tape? Fuck, I have no idea, dude. I'm sure it's a demo. You know, Autopsy or something probably goes for like $400. I picked this one just because I know it wasn't that expensive, but then they re-released it and they got a lot more popular. Cenotaph, Gloomy Reflection of Our Hidden, what is that? Hidden Sorrows. Yeah, man. OG Press on, shit, I don't even know what label this is on. Yeah, doesn't say. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. But yeah, Cenotaph, just fucking killer, crushing old school death metal from Mexico. And like I said, this was probably like a $30-$40 tape. But it's gone up now. I think the last Discogs, it usually sells between 100 and 150 depending. And that's if one of them's for sale. The only one for sale right now is at $250. So goes to show you that people are just, you know, trying to get money for stuff like this. And I get it. Like, you want a lot of people just want the OG, man. I mean, I do too. So I can't really complain that, you know, people want to get what something is going for. I don't want to say worth, because I don't think shit's worth anything but what somebody will pay. When somebody's like, oh, how much is that worth? It's like, I don't know. What is someone going to give me for it? Like, that's how I always see worth in something. Because unless you're grading, like, baseball cards or something like that, there's no worth to it. There's no handbook of metal that says this is worth X amount. I guess Discogs is where you're going to have to go to kind of figure out what people are paying for it. I mean, you could do that with eBay as well, but yeah, Cenotaph, fuck yeah, fucking badass. Check it out if you haven't. A Techno, electronic, or synth tape. I picked this one, Noise Unit. This was on Wax Tracks and Grinding Grinding into Emptiness. That sounds fucking killer, man. Just, I mean, it's not super crushing industrial like Godflesh or something. It does have some melody to it. But it definitely is a banger of an industrial electronic fucking tape, man. And I have a lot of fucking industrial cassettes as well. But Noise Unit, check this out. If you're even into that kind of music a little bit, you won't be disappointed. A lot of people don't show that one. A tape you bought at a show. I buy a lot of tapes at shows, so I pulled out a few just to show you guys kind of. Blood Incantation. Bought that when I saw him years ago. Fetid, another band. I think this is a demo. And Mortiferum demo I bought. I think I have 2 versions of this with different covers. I just bought them both. And you know, at shows you're looking at, you know, $5 or $6, right? So it's cool to buy that, buy a shirt or whatever you're gonna buy from the band to support them when you go see them. But yeah, and I have a ton more stuff like that I bought at shows, but I just pulled out 3 just to show you. Obviously I could have just done 1. A tape with a colored shell. Okay, I pulled out a cool one, man. Alice in Chains. I don't know if you can see that, but it's in the green case with a purple cassette, which is cool. So you get double colors on this. Alice in Chains, green and purple. Fucking amazing, man. I love this tape. I like Alice in Chains. But yeah, that's a cool one. Alright, next one. An import tape from a country other than your own. Oh yeah, man. I got a lot of these, but I'll just show this one. Obituary, Cause of Death. Look at that cover. Look at the logo they used on that. This is Tact. I love Tact. Polish fucking... These are unofficial releases that they put out in Poland. They usually did something crazy with the cover like they did with that logo. And Tact always did like greens and pinks, and just these tapes just pop out at you. I love Polish boots or unofficial releases. They all sound pretty good. I haven't had one that's like, oh god, that sounds like crap. They all sound like they were recorded from another cassette, or they had a master copy somewhere. So they're usually just on like clear cassettes like this one. It just has like the little tack thing, and it just says obituary, cause of death, like with a typewriter or something. But I mean, it's full fold out cover, nicely done, man, and it sounds fucking killer. I can't tell the difference between this and my original version I have. Alright, 14. Will you buy more tapes in 2023? Why or why not? Yes, I will definitely buy more tapes. Like I said in the beginning, my preferred way to buy things is tapes. I even look on distros that are pretty much tape only. For the most part, that's where I find stuff first before I even look on other websites, just to see what they have and to see possibly, and then I go to Bandcamp and I look there to see if they have the tape version. So I'll definitely go and look for the tape version first. So yeah, I'll buy more tapes, and I already have. So all right, what do you play your tapes on? Well, a lot of things. Behind me I have a Pioneer dual cassette that has been refurbished, new belts, everything in it. It's fucking sounds amazing. It's got auto reverse. I have a JVC upstairs, and then I have a bunch of boom boxes. I'll just show this one because it's old school Sony. I love playing tapes on this. It always sounds good because those are just made for tapes. I think things that are made specifically for tapes just sound better because that was the technology. So they spent more time, at least with, you know, bigger brands like Panasonic or Sony and stuff like that. I mean, it's hard to find good boom boxes. I do buy a lot of used boom boxes, here and there, and I refurbish them or put new belts in them sometimes. I do have these two Sony boomboxes that I use a lot that play CDs, cassettes, and they have a auxiliary output. So they came out in the, I want to say the early or mid 2000s, but the bass sounds fucking crushing on it. They go really loud. I've gone through two of them now, but yeah, I'll just keep buying those off of eBay every time I see them for like $100 or less, because they fucking work amazing, and they play tapes and CDs perfect, and they last forever. But that's what I usually like. If I'm gonna go outside and like barbecue or something, I'll bring out my Sony. Sometimes I'll bring out this. I'll switch out different boom boxes. I did kind of want to show, I do collect Walkmans as well. This is a really good Walkman. This one's one of the waterproof ones. This one works really well as well. Sometimes I'll use these, like I could put them in the car, like if someone doesn't have I can use the auxiliary, so I can play cassettes in like a car if I need to, because you know most cars don't have cassette players. Don't know why I need to play cassettes in a car, but sometimes I just do that kind of shit. But batteries coming out of that one. Here's another Sony. This one's cool. Still got the lanyard to it, that little Sony sticker on it. And you know, nobody gave a shit about Walkmans until fucking Guardians of the Galaxy came out, and everybody wanted a Sony Walkman. Here's a cool one. Still got the tag on it. This one's a Sears. This thing's like a brick. Comes with like a leather case. And this one also has a speaker, which is cool. So, I mean, it's not like I'm really going to be playing cassettes without headphones on these. But and then another really good one that I like a lot is this Sony with the equalizer. It's another good Walkman to get. And I'd like to get, you know, if I find them for cheap, I buy them. Sometimes they don't work, but it's usually just the belt. Everything with cassettes is always the belt. They're a little hard to open up and fit and tinker with. So sometimes I won't bother if they just don't work. I'll just usually toss them. But I mean, that's if I get them for like $1 or something like that. But you don't find them for $1 anymore. But anyways, yeah, next question. Show a mixtape or blank tape. So back in, I don't know, man, maybe like not even that long ago, probably like 4 years ago or so. There's a Instagram group called Metal Mixtape, and it's before I started doing YouTube. So I was trying to join some kind of community to keep, you know, keeping tape trading alive, or talking about metal with people and stuff like that. So I joined this group, started doing these comp tapes. This one's Witch's Tales. This one just has cult demo tracks on it. So I would make these and send them out. These are the original copies, but I had other versions I did as well that weren't color that I sent out to people. But these just had like old school. I don't think I have a track list for these. Oh, I do have a track list in this one, but you know, folded up. And this has a shit ton of demos on it. Exorcist. This one has Betrayal demo, Infernal Majesty demo, shit like that. And it's just tracks that I did, just for fun, man. And it was super fun doing these. I don't really have the time to do them as much anymore, but once in a while I'll do a comp. I used to love doing comps when I was a kid, but don't really need to do that anymore. Got YouTube now, you can find anything you want. Show an album you would like to have on tape. Okay, so that was actually this one, Autopsy. I want the original Severed Survival. And I still need Mental Funeral as well on cassette. I have Mental Funeral on CD and vinyl, but no cassette. Now I want the original version of that and the OG press of this with the original cover. Those are two that I've been wanting for a while. Never seen them for less than like $75. So definitely something I'll get. There's other stuff too that's just high priced. Welcome to Venice comp. What else is there? There's one that I used to always look at. Oh, the Incubus Serpent Temptation with the original cover. I really want that on cassette. Another one that for some reason goes for like 50 to 100 bucks. I don't know why. I guess I have the vinyl and the CD, but I do have a cassette version of it, but it's a Polish version that has re-recorded vocals on it. So I'd really like to get that original Serpent Temptation. It's on my top want list. Show an 8-track or VHS tape. Well, you guys know I have a shit ton of VHS tapes. Did you know I had 8 tracks? There's Kiss Alive 2 in the Casablanca, or Casablanca, however you want to say it. This still still had a price tag in here. Doesn't say how much it was. It's just like a little sticker. It's cool though. It's from Montgomery Ward's. But yeah, I do have 3 different 8-track players. Unfortunately, they all need to be refurbished because after playing them for a while, the belts have gone bad on them. So I do have a really nice Panasonic that I probably, at some point, I really need to get the belts replaced on it so I can start playing 8-tracks again. I know people are just, they don't like this format, and I get it. That the whole clicking with every fucking like program. And I don't know if you guys know 8-tracks, but there's usually like 4 programs on them where they have to switch over. The tape switches over, and that's kind of a pain. But that's part of I don't know, the beauty, I guess, or the reason to listen to these. And I really like the way they sound, man. I don't know what it is about 8-tracks, but I love the way they sound. I have a Black Sabbath one too. Sometimes I would just put that in and let it play all day long because it'll just keep going through the whole thing over and over again. Probably how my belt got fucking wore out. But I used to just, it was Master Reality. I still have it, obviously. You just put it in there and fucking just got, while you're doing stuff around the house or whatever in the garage, you just got fucking that thing jamming on all day. I used to have a portable one. I still have that. The belts went bad on it. But yeah, I have a bunch of these. I probably have like 200 8-tracks. Up next, oh, VHS too. Oh, I pulled these 2. I got a beta and a VHS tape of Hearing Aid. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Hearing Aid. Ronnie James Dio did this in kind of a response to We Are the World, but this was all metal guys. You got the guys from Motley Crue, Dawkins, Rob Halford's on here, Jeff Tate, Wasp, every fucking like metal guy is on these things. And then Yngwie, like they do guitar solos, George Lynch. There's a badass guitar. It's a cool song if you haven't heard it. But this has other stuff on it, and I don't remember what the hell else is on here. But I think it just is, it talks about like making it. Oh, this has all the like little fucking inserts and business reply stuff inside. But check out the song if you haven't. Written by songs actually written by Jimmy Bain and Vivian Campbell and Ronnie James Dio. So basically, the guys in Dio wrote this song. But check it out, Hearing Aid, if you haven't. I think it's just the interview on them making it, and then the video itself. And there might be some other tracks. I just don't recall. We gotta watch that again soon. All right, we're getting towards the end. Number 19. So your second, third, or 23rd tape. I don't remember what. I think this was like a second tape or something like that. This is Mortuous, and this is the demo from 2010 on purple tape. Mortuous, killer death metal band out of the South Bay. Yeah, cool guys, and still going, man. They just came out with a record. So yeah, from 2010. So these dudes were doing it way back, man. When nobody was doing that shit. I mean, there was a few bands, but That was towards the beginning of that whole new old school death metal revolution that was happening. I mean, shit, it's 2023 now, so that was almost 13 years ago that this shit was going on. So crazy, huh? Mortuous, yeah, demo. This might be their first demo, Mors Immortalis. But yeah, cool guys, still doing it. Fuck yeah. All right, up next, that was number 19, a double cassette, our tape from a box set. I do have a few double cassettes here and there. The one I picked was Art of War by Bones, Thugs, and Harmony. It was still sealed, actually. Double cassette. I do have I have a Venom live. I have obviously the Slayer live. Those are all double cassettes. But I have no idea where they are right this second. But this one, can't go wrong with Bones Thugs, right? Ruthless Records. Art of War. And bonus question. Show a cassingle. Love me some cassingles. I'll go through them kind of quick. Check this out, man. Who the fuck is Crazy Town? Hell yeah. So we got a Crazy Town. This came out before the record. And it just has Toxic and Dark Side. It doesn't have, I don't remember what that song is. Their famous song, but I don't know where I got this. Probably for free from somewhere, but probably a promo. Then I have, the rest of them I think are all rap. Players Club, Rappin' Forte. Look at that cover. It's hilarious. Got Rappin' Forte there. At the Players Club. Great fucking song. Another great fucking one from the Bay. Got 5 on It by the Loonies. Hell yeah. Compton's Most Wanted. One Time Gaffled 'Em Up. And it's even on blue. That's cool. Great fucking song. NWA. Maxi single again. This says Gangsta Gangster on it. Something like that. Really fucking killer shit. And last but not least, one of my prized possessions. My St. Ides promo tape from '94. This was only given out at liquor stores. It did come with a cover, but I don't have the cover. It was another cardboard cover that just said St. Ides. It was black with like the St. Ides logo. If you don't know St. Ides, it was a malt liquor in the 90s, but it was sponsored by Snoop. This has Snoop on it, Ice Cube, Nate Dogg, Scarface, and it's just Wu-Tang's on here, and it just is St. Ides jingles. That's all it is. It's like little songs about St. Ides, like 30-second songs each one did about St. Ides. Fucking amazing shit, dude. I love this cassingle. I was always looking for it, and I found it in this big bag of shit. This guy was like, give me $1. So scored on that one. Unfortunately, no cover, but maybe one day I will find a cover. So anyways, that's it, man. Do one of these. Check out Jason's page, and fuck, man, let's see some more of these tapes, man. Gotta love cassettes, right? All right, take care.